The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is a pretty popular title, considered by many to be their favorite entry in the franchise, and with good reason. It has a diverse world to explore, different forms that expand the gameplay, and a carefully crafted reflection of the existential angst that dwells deep within us all, depicted through displays of misery across themes of mortality and regret that remind us we're just hollow and hopeless under our thin veneers of purpose, pride, and substance. It even has a colorful cast full of familiar Hyrulean faces for you Ocarina of Time fans, except with more depth this time around thanks to the routines afforded to them by the game's looping 3-day cycle. We're not here to talk about faces though, we're here to cover them with masks. Those that bestow transformations will be excluded from the lineup since they'd obviously claim the top slots, but hats which clearly aren't masked will still be eligible for the sake of inclusion. Sound reasonable? Then let's not waste another second and take a look at the top masks in Link's collection. Nothing's quite as savory as the tears of your enemies, and sporting the troop leader's mask lets you relish in them for as long as you desire. While Gorman, the face behind the mask, so to speak, isn't a bad guy, his brothers are thieves who attempt to rob Creamia's caravan during her milk bar delivery on the second night. In the Nintendo 64 original, this mask serves no meaningful purpose, not unlike tears themselves. You can chat with the brothers to learn a little more lore about Gorman, or relive the thrill of the chase without the risk of violence, but Link gains nothing from any of it. The 3DS remake rectifies this issue and allows you to go on a quest to collect mystery milk from the brothers to cure Gorman's stomachache, a condition earned from a night of excessive drinking. Pure, wholesome milk. And if the peculiar concoction is successfully delivered before it spoils, you're rewarded with an empty bottle. Not a bad deal. Whichever version you play though, I'm sure you'll agree that manifesting the sorrows of a twisted Luigi is really its own reward. Ever wanted a mask that reveals on the outside what you are on the inside? Well, the Mask of Sense has you covered, you filthy pig, and you can claim it for yourself simply by defeating Odolwa, returning the Deku Princess to the palace, and following the Deku Butler deep into a subterranean maze. With this mask, the wearer can sniff out magic mushrooms, native to the Woods of Mystery. Dedicated whiffers may even stumble upon a couple hidden away in the Stockpot Inn, too. Just hone in on places where no one dares to breathe and you'll be on the right track. Once you have amassed a respectable collection, you can bring them to Kotaki at the Magic Haig's potion shop, where you can exchange one for a free blue potion and the rest for 20 rupees apiece. This also unlocks blue potions for 60 rupees apiece for the remainder of the 3-day cycle. They're pretty useful, recovering both health and magic, and even removing jinxes inflicted by those villainous blue bubbles. Although jinxes only last a minute and can be cured from any potion or the Song of Storms. Either way, this mask is valuable for those with an entrepreneurial spirit and a love of sales. Are you tired of being an eyesore? Ever wish you could just be a pretty fairy instead? Well, pop on this beauty and everyone will be turning their heads to catch a glimpse of your luscious eyebrows. Donning the Great Fairy's mask is a necessary evil in order to help Termina's 5 Great Fairies rebuild after Skull Kid shattered them into pieces. With the exception of the first one you meet in North Clock Town, the Great Fairy of Magic who gives you the mask, each of them conveniently take up residence close to a temple and have their stray fairies scattered within them. After collecting all the stray fairies in a given location, returning them to the appropriate fountain will bestow upon you grand gifts. Magic. More magic. A magic spin attack. Enhanced defense, and the Great Fairy's Sword. Not only are these presents worthwhile, but they encourage a little extra exploration to get the most out of each of the temples, and once you've accomplished your task, you can freely roam Termina Field feeling fabulous and fulfilled. The real reward for a job well done. You know those nights where you have a lot to do, but your eyes are too heavy to stay awake? Well, you can deprive your weary soul of rest confidently by slipping on the all-night mask, an ancient torture device guaranteed to keep you conscious no matter how tired you are or hard you resist. If the Curiosity Shop doesn't receive any stolen merchandise from Sakon the Thief, you can purchase this mask for a reasonable sum of 500 rupees on the final night. There's only one catch. While you can store thousands of rupees in the bank and stretch those savings across time, the size of your wallet dictates how much you can carry around for shopping trips. You'll need to clear the Oceanside Spider House during the first day, or any day in the 3DS version, in order to claim yourself a giant's wallet capable of holding all the rupees you need to complete the transaction. Once you get your hands on the mask, you can reset the cycle and visit Anju's grandmother to finally listen to her 2 to 12-hour tales without dozing off halfway through. If learning some lore about the Carnival of Time and the 4 Giants isn't enough to satisfy you though, she'll also bequeath upon you a heart piece for each of the 2 stories if you can correctly answer her follow-up questions, because nothing in life is ever free. If you're a fan of trivia, the KEATON mask is for you. By placing it on your face and successfully clearing out select patches of grass before they have a chance to scatter, you'll summon the titular ghost fox eager to evaluate your trivia knowledge. In order to attain this mask and begin testing your wits, you'll need to embark on the epic saga that is the Anju and Cafe quest, where you'll claim it from the man at the Curiosity Shop. After the KEATON mask is in your possession, you can find the purgeable grass patches in North Clocktown, Milk Road, and the mountain village once spring has come around, and the KEATON will be more than happy to accept your verdant sacrifice and make an appearance. Correctly answer 5 consecutive questions pulled from a pool of 30, and you'll be presented with a shiny new heart piece. But the next time you win, you'll just earn a red rupee. Clearly a step down, but still adequate compensation. Trivia is about the bragging rights, after all. If having a blast while disregarding the well-being of yourself and those around you is a preferred pastime, the Blast Mask is for you. Received from an old lady if Sakon's attempt to steal her big bomb bag is stopped, this volatile accessory allows you to detonate explosions with a modest cooldown. No longer will you be at the mercy of your inventory, since unlike standard bombs, there's no finite limit to how many detonations can be performed. All it costs is your health, because you'll be caught in the epicenter of every explosion. But you can cheat this curse and come out unscathed so long as your shield is up before the mask ignites. It's best not to question the science, just trust in the results and have a blast. Knowledge and gossip go hand in hand in Termina, and you can be the master of it all with the Mask of Truth. Passed down by the Sheikah and sporting their distinctive mark, this enables the wearer to read the minds of animals, serving as a powerful tool for picking out a winner in the doggy races and scoring a heart piece. That's not all though. Gossip stones, nature's rumor mills, only foretell the end to barefaced folk, but if spoken to while donning the Mask of Truth, they'll share critical tidbits like, "It seems the postman had the postman's hat," or "It seems Cremia, the owner of Romani Ranch, had Romani's mask," which could be challenging to infer otherwise. 50 of these informative rocks are scattered throughout Termina, so there's plenty of opportunities to throw it on and read some rumors. All you need to do to claim this mask for yourself is defeat all 30 of the golden Skulltulas in the Southern Swamp Spider House, and remove the curse from the man dwelling there. Nothing a hero can't handle. Ever dream of leading a battalion of the living dead? Well, with the captain's hat, you can do the next best thing. Talk to them. In the Oceanside Spider House, Style Children can divulge the secret to uncovering a heart piece, and those occupying the Ikana graveyard can be ordered to open a tomb containing the Song of Storms on the first day, another heart piece on the second, and an empty bottle on the third. The hat also compels redeads to dance, ensuring you'll never have to wear one of those monsters on your face ever again. In order to take on the burden of authority, you just have to awaken and defeat their former leader, Captain Keaton. His only request before passing the hat along is to let his followers know their war is over, which is a steep price to pay. Whether or not you have the integrity to follow through on his final wish though, that fresh headpiece is yours the moment you open its chest. Being a leader is all fine and good, but what if cowardice is your calling? Well, the stone mask may just be the right fit for your face. At first glance, this mask may look like a children's plasticine project that was left out in the sun too long, but appearances can be deceiving. Once strapped on, the stone mask renders its wearer undetectable to guards and a variety of enemies. Shiro, the unseen stone soldier, is the mask's holder. He can be found in Ikana Canyon in the original game and the Pirate's Fortress in the remake, the latter of which being far more appropriate for its purpose. But whichever version you're playing, you'll first have to find him with the Lens of Truth and extend a red potion to claim the mask for yourself. Once it's in your possession, loneliness is yours for the taking. You'll be free to wander around the Pirate's Fortress and Deku Palace without fear. Or friends. Whether you're putting on a mask or a performance, showmanship is everything. Kamaro may have forgotten that when crafting this eyesore in his own image, but the power of dance it bestows upon his wearer more than makes up for its ridiculous appearance. If you want to master the slickest moves in Clocktown, you'll need to seek out Kamaro's soul atop one of the mushroom-shaped rocks in the northern tundra of Termina Field. Performing the Song of Healing for him will ease his regrets, thereby prompting him to pass along his hideous, egotistical mask and his trademark dance along with it. Show off those new skills to the Rosa sisters in West Clocktown, and not only will you be presented with a heart piece, but you'll also pick up a pair of disciples. What more could a hero ask for? Not content with only 2 underlings? Well, perhaps the Bremen mask is more your style. So long as you're playing its signature tune, baby chicks will follow wherever you march like obedient little foot soldiers. For a few seconds before its mysterious influence causes them to mature into roosters. You can earn this mask simply by listening to the woes of Guru Guru at the laundry pool in southwest Clocktown. He'll vent about how he was a member of the animal troupe, wherein a dog who wore the Bremen mask served as leader, and how his jealousy led him to steal the mask for himself. Once the feathered faceplate is in your possession, it serves only one significant purpose, making the 10 chicks at Romani Ranch's Cocoa Shack grow up. Should you accomplish this task, Grog the Cocoa Lover will present to you the mask that takes the top slot just by a hair. Although of questionable worth in the Super Smash Bros. Series, the Bunny Hood is an invaluable tool for navigating Termina with haste. Want to speedrun a temple? Efficiently defend an outpost? Never miss a second during the Postman's timing game? This cheap Halloween headband can do it all. Like the complete opposite of what the reverse Song of Time does for the flow of hours, the Bunny Hood doubles your speed and allows you to jump twice as far. While there's nothing you can't do without it, having speed on your side only simplifies your adventure, so as soon as you're able to head out to Romani Ranch with a powder keg to clear the way, you best hop to it. Not a bad assortment of masks, right? An impeccable lineup if I do say so myself. Do you disagree? Have worse taste than me? Well, comment down below and share your thoughts. Let me know which masks are your favorites. I'm sure it's unanimous which is best, but there's no harm in challenging popular opinion.